I love natural sunlight and it's a part of my build. It may have cost me a little bit more than it should have. Bless you. The community in the Buslife is like anything I've ever seen. What's up? My name is Shane. This is my bus. Come take a tour. So this is my kitchen. I went with a big deep sink here because I do cook a lot of food. So I wanted plenty of space to put the pots and pans in here and clean those. Probably the coolest feature of my kitchen is my soap holder. It's this little tiny magnet that shoves in the bar of soap here and goes up top there and just sits there. It actually doesn't fall down while I drive. I didn't want to block any of the natural lighting in the kitchen, so it's centered on the window right here. And then off to the side here, I have little areas where you can store spices and little knickknacks and things like that. So everything is handmade here. The wood I chose was a simple pine, and then I stained it with special walnut. The cabinet faces right here, I actually poured epoxy in them, and they're not done yet. I'm gonna stain these obviously to make it match the rest of the cabinetry, and then put a small little trim piece around here. I didn't want any hardware on the front of the cabinets, so when you're standing here, you're not bumping into anything. Everything you can pull, so there's no hardware on anything, and this will be just a simple pull like that. To save me counter space, I decided to put the stove right here, so you actually just pull it and it slides out, and then it's got this protective glass cover right here. Fold that up, and then you can cook your food. Behind it, we installed the gas line. It's got extra slack in it and then goes back down and underneath of the bus. It does not open up, believe it or not, when I'm driving. All of the hinges that I used are soft close hinges, so it helps keep them closed. I never have any doors open up while I'm driving. So with this space, it's a 24-foot bus. I have 14 space to build with. So I didn't want that big of a kitchen, so I actually made the kitchen a lot smaller than you'd see in a typical bus build. But this kitchen is big enough for one person or two people easily. So this is my shower. The wood I chose is cedar because it's lightweight and water repellent. So I chose the corner shower because I wanted as much elbow space as you can. Those other shower pans are a lot smaller and I wanted to be able to move around in this. So it's designed to, you can shower standing up. For me, I have to bend down a little bit, but it is designed to sit down. So you've got your shower right here, you can shower off like this, or you can put this guy up here and just let it run while you wash yourself off like this. The idea was to be down below the walls, so I didn't have to build the walls from floor to ceiling, so I can save that open space and that openness in the bus. The glass blocks came from inspiration from Earthships. They use recycled bottles in their walls, and I love how the sunlight comes through. So with this wall, I didn't want to just block out all this natural sunlight in there because I love natural sunlight and it's a part of my build. So I put these blocks in here to bring all the natural sunlight in. So I started living in a van in 2019. The first van I lived in was a Mercedes Sprinter van, and I traveled for about a year. I lived in it for a year and a half, and then I sold that one, bought another one, built it out, sold it again, and repeat. What got me into this lifestyle was, long story short, I bought a house really young, and I had a job for 13 years, and I was just very unhappy with my life, and I wanted to kind of go out on an adventure and find myself, and now this adventure has turned into 4 years. The ultimate goal after this bus sells, because this bus is for sale, is to find land and really start establishing myself and putting roots down somewhere. That's kind of been my journey for the past 2 or 3 years. I've been going around the country kind of scouting, looking for land, looking for the best place, the best town that I vibe with. and I'm pretty sure that I found it, but I still have a little bit of exploring left to do. But yes, that is the ultimate goal, is to buy land and then start building on the land and start building tiny homes, start building container homes, all the fun stuff, and just being creative and living the dream. This is the driver's seat right here. Just got a few of my things that I hang from here just for decoration. This is the button to actually open the doors right there. Up here I have a fan, and right behind here I have a cool USB light, so I can plug in my USB here and charge my phone, and also turn on the light so I can see at night. This is my closet area. The dressers are his and hers, supposed to be. Behind here is my fridge. It's an Iceco fridge. Super cheap, super efficient, but it gets the job done. There's plenty of room to actually put in another fridge right here. You can put in like a Dometic or an isotherm fridge if you wanted to, so you can have that door that opens up. This will eventually be on slides. I have the slides right here. I just haven't installed it yet. I can still access my fridge just by lifting up the lid right there. And it's a 12-volt fridge also. On the roof, I have 400 watts of solar, and then I have a 300 amp hour Rely-On battery. All of my equipment is Victron that I use, and I have a multi-plus inverter in the back as well. The fridge is a 12-volt fridge that runs off of the battery. It's super efficient and barely uses any energy. So this is my couch area. This is my dog Millie. I designed these windows because I wanted to feel like you were kind of outside. So I put the seating right here, and this bench will actually extend all the way. So you'll be able to sit in front of these two windows and have conversations with people outside. They're just on simple hinges. Bless you. I took, this window was on that side on the fire escape, so I took it off and put it on this side to have matching windows here. And then I just took a piece of wood with a hinge and put it right there. So now I have these two windows that open up, and they're kind of the center of the living room space. So this is my closet area right here. Up top, I just have a little place where you can put bread and like snacks and stuff like that. But this is a place where you can hang your coats, hang your clothes, and then underneath is designed to be the laundry room. So you put all your dirty clothes down there, and you have a separate area for them. This is a king-size bed, and it's actually short by about 8 inches, so I have 8 inches to fill over here. This bed is plenty big enough. I can fully starfish out on it. And underneath over here, I've got a ventilation pad. So this helps airflow underneath and prevents any kind of molding from happening underneath. Also underneath, I actually have an EMF shield that is on the entire bed, around the entire bed. So all of my electrical equipment that is underneath, any radiation or anything that it puts off, the EMF shield blocks it, and you're on this like kind of floating pillow over here. My favorite part of the build is the skylight, 100%. Waking up in the mornings and opening this thing up and being able to go out on the roof with your morning coffee is the best thing about Buslife. The skylight itself, I got off of Amazon. It's just a marine skylight, and it's about $500. It's a 24-inch by 24-inch hatch, and the skylight hatch that it sits on, I bought from Skoolie.com, and that actually elevates the skylight and keeps it from leaking. I bought this bus from a dealer. It was a used car dealer who sells big trucks. And the reason I did that was because I wanted a warranty on it. I bought it and it had a 3-month warranty, and I just ran it for those 3 months, you know, just to make sure the bus was running good. It may have cost me a little bit more than it should have. I bought the bus for $14,000. It's a 2004 International School Bus, and it's got 137,000 miles on it now. When I bought it, it only had 134,000 miles on it. I've put about $20,000 worth of materials into the bus so far, and it's about 93% done so far. My business is called Dogwood Conversions, and I buy, build, and sell vehicles, and I also do client builds as well. So people will bring me their vehicles and I will build them out custom for them. I've been doing this for the past 4 years now. I started with vans. I've built about 9 vans, and now I'm transitioning over to Skoolies. I was on season 1 of Gutted, and I was on the Skoolie team, and that was my first experience with a school bus, building out a school bus, and I am hooked. I completely changed lanes. I am in the bus life now. I'm not in the van life anymore, and I'm never going back. The biggest difference in van life versus bus life that I've seen since I've transitioned is the people who live in buses really live a nomadic lifestyle. They travel to different festivals. That's where they make their money. They work as a community. The community in the bus life is like anything I've ever seen. I thought the van life had an amazing community, but the bus life is honestly next level, because these are people that are in it for life. They're not just doing this for a year or two to gain a following on social media and then leave it aside. They are in this nomadic lifestyle for life, and I really vibe with these people. So the ceilings are my favorite part of the build. And the wood that I chose, this wood on the sides here are aspen, and this wood down the center is cedar. I chose these woods because they are lightweight and easy to work with, and they smell incredible. So all the products I use are non-toxic and earth-friendly products. So there are no VOCs and no harsh chemical smells in this van. I am super sensitive to allergies, to mold, and things like that. So I wanted to create this healthy sanctuary to sleep in. So everything is natural, everything is sustainable, everything is from the earth. I followed the principles of biophilic design to really give you a human-nature relationship inside of this bus. Some of the builds you see nowadays, you walk in and nothing is made from any natural products. Things actually need off-gassing times, and half of the stuff is sprayed down with glues and harsh chemicals and stuff like that. I can't sleep in those environments. I need to sleep in natural environments. So the natural sunlight and the airflow is super important to me as well. I didn't want to take any of the windows out of the bus because I wanted airflow to be able to come in on all sides of the build, and natural sunlight as well. So this area I left open for now. I haven't decided what I want to do here. I might put a dinette set or something else. If anyone has any ideas, drop me a comment and I'll consider it. This is the back of the bus. I've got a simple lock system off of here. I got that off of Skoolie.com, and it just allows me to put a block right here and keep my stuff safe. This is the garage area. I keep all my tools in here and my hoses. We've got a fuel tank for the small generator in the back here. Keep oil for the bus, just everything that you'd need. So I actually have a water heater in the back too. It's a 6-gallon water heater, and it runs off the inverter. So I am a traveling builder, so I keep all my tools in here, and all of my electric is on this side. The water tank is on this side as well. It's a 50-gallon water tank. I painted this bus out in the desert in Arizona, and I used a cheap $75 Wagner sprayer, something real simple. The paint that I used is Rust-Oleum, and it took about 2 days to complete, 2 days to paint, taping, masking, and then painting the vehicle itself. It was super easy, and it came out better than I thought it would, honestly. So if you're looking to get into bus life, the first step you want to take is figuring out which bus is perfect for you and your lifestyle and your needs, because not everyone needs a 40-foot bus. This bus is only 24 feet, I can still fit in any parking spot. I can U-turn, K-turn very easily. I can go into town and get out of town without it being much of an issue. When you have the bigger buses, that's when you got to start thinking about travel times and all that stuff. So really figuring out what size vehicle, what size bus is right for you is the first step. The second step, to me, is getting comfortable living out of your vehicle. Not everyone has that wired in them. People need comfort, people need shades, they need bathrooms, they need toilets, they need all that stuff. But living out in the world, out in nature, is probably the biggest challenge getting over. So my advice to anyone wanting to do that is to get in your vehicle, whatever it is, put a little bed in the back if you can. If you can't, grab a tent and go out into nature and spend some time in nature and really figure out, is this for me or is the normal life for me? Because a lot of people get in this lifestyle and they'll become bored or they'll burn out after like 6 months and they'll get out of it. And some people waste a lot of money. So you want to figure out if you like this first before you spend all that money. So I would suggest just getting in your vehicle, planning a camp trip, going out to nature, and seeing if you're really into this lifestyle or if this is just a dream of yours. And that's fine too. This bus is for sale. I build and sell vehicles. So if you're interested in this bus, get in contact me through Instagram and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thank you so much for watching my tour, and thank you again, Tiny Home Tours. You guys are the best YouTube channel around. If you want to follow me in my journey, you can head over to Instagram. My handle is shane.dennis with 3 N's. I am also on TikTok with shane.dennis with 2 N's. And I am also on YouTube now at Dogwood Adventures. If you'd like to talk to me about building out your vehicle, building out your van, or your school bus, you can message me on Instagram at shane.dennis. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.